Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in joining our community and becoming a member, you can do that here on our YouTube channel. It costs just $2 a month, where you gain access to our emotes and you gain access to my gratitude. Thank you. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, we do have open slots available in the Friday game, the Saturday early game, and we have an open campaign for the Friday early. If anybody is interested in any of this, I just need you to reach out to me and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to integrate you in and get you set up inside of our wonderful, wonderful community. Aside from all of that, would you mind telling us what had happened was last session, Glenn?
All right. So we started off last session, arriving from the other side of the tunnels, where Katarina introduced us to a bear, and we were collecting the loot from one of the creatures we killed. It had like six copper swords that had like a symbol on it of the Helmus Amut, which was like an ancient civilization that first came to Komotor. We identified those swords as +1 scamitars, and Monkey decided to put them in his bag of holding that we could maybe sell later. Me, decided to scout ahead with Bardakov, who used his Gaze of Two Minds so he could scout with me. Went ahead. We came to like an area where we started hearing voices in Abyssal. And then the creature, after like a short conversation, the creature started to attack us, and a battle ensued where this creature was like dealing heavy damage, and a decent amount of us were looking hurt, Glenn especially, but we ended up getting through that, being able to destroy it, Bardakov getting the killing blow on it. The Hollyphant that wanted us to destroy this evil was surprised that Bart was able to finish it off, saying that it was not that wasn't supposed to be able to happen. I think Bart was able to determine that it was just that his patron's power was greater than that was holding over that of the creature. With that creature gone, the Hollyphant said that the task was done and wanted to say its goodbyes. And we were able to return to Nishtar to tell her about the completion of the task, and that the area was safe. And she asked for proof, which we had, because after we killed the creature, the tendrils and such started like seeping away into an urn, and we were discerning or not if we should tell her about it, but we ended up doing so because it was to show her that we had proof that we completed the task. And she ended up able to tell us a little bit more about the urn. We already deducted that like it was an item that if you committed a recent sin, and you couldn't pass the save, you would get stuck into the urn, and the creature whatever was in the urn would be able to get out then. That was like the function of this urn. But with the task complete, we spent some time in the mining town, about a month there to do a little bit of downtime. Let's see. Yeah, we all progressed a little bit further in our interests, and I believe that's where we left off.
So, you've all spent a good amount of time here in Sepet. While you were here, some of you did a little bit of training, Glenn doing a little bit of learning, Katarine doing a little bit of teaching, and some magical crafting. Not very much happened in this town, though it is very fast-paced. It's not anything long-lasting, but mysteriously, a Spaulding member was murdered by the people he was employing. And as people who have been employed by a Spalding member before, you can see that happening very easily. Keep in mind, you do still have your pocket Spalding kept inside of your locket.
Yep.
After about a month here or so, Glenn, you are feeling much more knowledgeable in the ways of Arcane, and you've all completed the items that you've been attempting to craft and researching that you've attempted to get accomplished.
Could I also have purchased some healing potions while we were here?
Oh, Sapat would absolutely have healing potions on hand. Not like a tremendous number of them, but definitely available. Roll me 2d6. What'd you get? Say it out loud.
10.
10? They have a total of 10 of them in the entire city.
Okay. And they're how much a piece?
50 gold apiece. So it's 500 if you want all 10.
500 gold or 50 platinum?
Correct. That is how maths.
Yeah. All right. We have 10 health potions now, guys.
Nice. Nice.
Huh, that'll save somebody.
I'm thinking me with my fucking terrible AC. Yeah.
One other thing, Joey. I picked up a set of poisonous swamp berries a while back when we were traveling with Spalding that I did turn into tea that made him like hallucinate and such.
Uh-huh.
I still have a set of those. Can I try to make that tea again with swamp berries that I have?
Oh yeah, roll poisoners.
I rolled herbalism last time. I don't have a poisoner's kit on me.
Sure, let's make it that.
What should I use? Wisdom? Intelligence?
It's wisdom for brewing tea. Just think about the most famous tea maker in the entire fantasy realms, Uncle Iroh. It's all wisdom.
Yeah, 23.
All right, yeah, you successfully brew that or construct it into a tea bag.
Right.
You take 10 minutes to prep, obviously, seeping. But upon consumption, you would make somebody, well, uncharacteristically goofy.
Yeah.
The DC of this is going to be the static DC of 14, okay?
Got it.
Or
Thanks.
13. No, this one was a 13, yeah.
Okay.
So, you've all done your purchasing and acquirings of things. Samdi, for the first time in a while, you're not poor anymore. You did a lot of odd jobs. Let's say that, odd jobs. Or end jobs. Depends on what you want to call them.
Also, everyone, put 2 health potions on your... She's splitting them up evenly.
All right, you can handle Bart's, please.
Yep.
Thank you, thank you. So, everybody, you have your potions now?
Yeah.
So what would you all like to do?
Fucking leave.
That would look
Roleplay.
very fast. You know, we have been here quite a bit, and we told Spalding he'd only be in the necklace for a week.
Right. Does he have like a concept of time in there?
I believe so, but it's a warped one. So he'll know he's been in there, but it doesn't seem like it. At least we did not have to feed him for that much.
I'm just glad we don't have to talk to him.
That too. So perhaps we should find our way to Spalding proper.
Right. Actually, over the table, did we discuss if we were going to try to look for the spear that Bart was interested in, or did we say that was not possible?
I think it's part of the idea, but it's not very far from where we will be.
Well, the spear's where you are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like Spalding is not on the other side of the continent, you know?
Yeah. It's relatively close.
So we could try to go for it while we are here, or we could go ahead and go to Spalding and come back for it.
I mean, like, I don't have any personal interest in it, but it did seem like Bart really wanted to check it out. But so I thought, why not just knock out two birds with one stone while we're here? But if we should, I mean, you are right with Spalding just being kept, away. Might want to just get him back.
It's a difficult decision to make. Yeah. She kind of like will look into the bag and think about the way he had been with all like the servants who were helping, and he can wait a little longer. Let's go find the spear.
All right.
So, you all have made a good contact, at least, with the foreman here. The foreman does not like Glenn whatsoever, just mainly because Glenn completely and utterly wasted his time and energy, which to somebody who works for a living is not something they really appreciate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Feel that.
I would definitely know what that's like.
So how would you like to go about this, guys? Where are we going?
Well, we're gonna search for the spear. Or at least she says so.
So I think the foreman would be a good place to get information, but I should definitely not be the guy to talk to him. Or anyone for that matter. I scare people sometimes.
Right. Perhaps I should do this thing? And she like adjusts the feather in her hair.
Why do we need to talk to him again?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he would probably have the most information on where, like, any, like, rumors or anything that might point us in the right direction for the spear. And we did help him with the mine, so, kind of owes us a little bit.
I mean, no better place to start, I guess.
So
we'll go find the foreman.
you all go over to the foreman's office. As you skip past all of the lines and head directly over to his office, you hear a heated conversation happening behind the door. The foreman seems to be yelling and screaming. And unless you eavesdrop, these doors are solid enough that you're not actually going to hear what's going on inside.
I will eavesdrop.
Okay. As you stick your ear up against the door. Jezzy, you've been arguing with the foreman here for some time, asking him where to find a certain place that you hail from, and him being very elusive and not helpful whatsoever about where the fuck that is. He seems to be like, that doesn't exist, and everything like that. So, that's where we are right now. I'm fucking telling ya, there's nothing like that. Now get the fuck out of my office.
I mean, of course it's something like that. I'm from there, you dirt, you turd.
Listen, lady, I don't know where the fuck you came from, or how the hell you just
I
got in
told
my
you,
office.
Shorehouse.
There's not... Stop making fucking words up, okay?
It's actually supposed to be pronounced Shorehouse. What? Huh? What?
You are fucking weird. Get the hell out of my office.
Okay, but where am I then?
You're in Sibet.
Sibet.
What are you, a lush?
What? What's that?
Someone who drinks too much. You.
No. Fuck you. I'll go over to the door and...
As you open it, Katarine, leans forward. Katarine, please describe your character.
Kat is a very tall, built, very slender, long black hair, and is wearing all black on top of all of that. And she has almost just the bluest, clearest eyes. It's like inhuman, but she looks human. So it's a very disjointed kind of picture, and on her shoulder is sitting a white stoat. It's like a little weasel.
Mhm.
And he's like listening too.
So you lean forward, stumbling a little bit. Bartikov looks like a Roman emperor with thighs of steel, wearing heavy armor only for his chest up.
Yeah. There's some
then
assless chaps things going on.
Monkey
Basically.
either looks like a cowboy or a saloon owner. It changes. Glenn, you're a little bit down the hall. Jesse sees you. Please describe what you look like.
You see down the hall in like a hooded cloak on and a giant scythe just hanging over his shoulder. He's very like thin, but it's like athletically dense, his build. His face is very pale, very sallow, kind of broken a little bit, very skeletal like. His ears they're pointed, but they're stitched at the point where they should be round so that it is pointed. And he doesn't look too healthy.
And then Samdi.
Samdi is a crocodilian lizard folk, horribly obese, wearing what essentially amounts to a pauper's attempt at finery wear, with a top hat with a large feather essentially impaled into the top hat.
So
Currently he's wearing like fuzzy boots that do not fit him because it is cold up here.
as you see, Samdi, this is the first person that actually looks like people from your fucking homeland.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, please describe yourself.
Well, you see a tiefling woman. She looks like she might be around 20. And she has a kind of, well, she's dressed in like some light leather tunic that doesn't quite serve as armor, but and she's also got like a purple dress underneath that. Long black hair and reddish skin with horns also of a red color. And she has a kind of confused but also somewhat exasperated look about her, or expression. And yeah, there's it looks like there's some kind of like sort of fog gloss over her eyes almost. Hey.
Forgive us, but I could not help but overhear that you are not.
I didn't mean to open the door while you were leaning on it. Sorry.
It's fine, but you said that you are not from here. We happen to have a very well-traveled party, so maybe we could help you to figure out where to go.
Yeah. Do you know how to get to Shore House?
To your house.
Yeah.
Battery,
Sure.
you've never heard of Jorhas before in your life.
I just came from there. I mean,
How-
I think.
How did you travel from there?
Well, I was looking. There were these like two bandits in the road, and I was trying to like just send them away, but then I mean, I was here instead. I mean, inside that office thing.
So you tried to send them away through a spell?
Yeah.
That's interesting. It could have been a banishment that backfired.
Yeah, no. It's like this. And I
Proceeds to banish cat.
I cast Vortex Warp on Cat. And
Alrighty.
just move her 10 feet back.
Out of nowhere, you feel this flamey heat erupt over you, and then you appear 10 feet on the other side of the hall.
See, like that. But
That's interesting. That was like, was I understand the nature of the spell itself?
It's some type of transmutation magic, but it's not any that you've
Transmutation.
encountered before.
This is fascinating. We will need to have a conversation.
Or sorry,
That's-
conjuration, not transmutation.
Conjuration.
Yeah.
That's,
You're actually
Yeah.
making a whole new copy. Just disintegrating the other one.
For Jesse, actually.
you know, that is absolutely fascinating. I'm an arcane user myself, so we will have to talk it. But if you give us just a moment, I need to speak to the foreman about something very important, and we will be right back with you. Try to find this Jorhas.
sure. Okay. I'll just sit here. Oh, and she sits down right in the doorway.
And Misha, the stoat, kind of climbs down and like will sit on her lap.
Oh, hey.
It just
It's
blinks
not-
at you multiple times.
It's not biting or anything, right?
No, he's very well behaved.
Oh, okay, good.
Of 20s not.
So, Katarine.
So I'm sorry to interrupt your talk, but
Jesus.
there is if we could very quickly, I had a question about something that could be found in these mountains here.
There's been no confirmation that there's platinum veins anywhere. Nobody has found any, and even if we did, it would all be purchased immediately.
It's not what I was asking for.
Oh,
And she'll kind of beckon everyone into the room.
Yes, hello. It is. I'm going to look at Glenn.
Why am I here?
I just kind of like will let Glenn stay outside with Jesse.
Just as Glenn's gonna walk in, I
why
just hold
am
up a
I
hand.
here?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold up a hand and just like push him aside.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
We are looking for the location of an artifact.
A spear.
Yes, and we know that for a fact, we know that it is somewhere in the mountains itself, but we do not know where it would be or how to access that place. Is this something that you have heard of, and that you know about?
You're talking about the old stories of, ancient magics and powers to be inside of blah, 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 right?
Yes, that. If it is, I'm just curious about the legend itself. And while you were here, we figured that we would perhaps go and take a look at it.
Well, not sure what to tell you about it in particular. Rumor has it that long ago there were powerful creatures that would roam these lands and harass people endlessly. It wasn't until, there was powerful individuals that banded together to banish them that they actually were leaving. Some of these individuals weren't capable of banishing them, so instead they froze themselves in ice and stone so thick that neither of them would ever be allowed to leave. That is how the Nesfarasit Mountains came to be, and that's the stories. But most of it is just stories. There's been no
So-
confirmation of any battlegrounds or anything such as that.
Insight check that.
Go for it.
I don't know shit.
Would you roll a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hard to read.
Hmm.
You know, your favorite phrase to hear.
Right. So, by that story, it would make sense if, say, something that would be a weapon that could be used to destroy such a powerful thing would be in the very center of the mountains.
Presumably, but that entire segment of the mountain is owned currently. So people aren't allowed to go in them.
Owned by who?
The Spauldings. They own 80% of the mountains that aren't being actively excavated.
Well, we happen to have friends in high places.
Well,
Well-
if you can get a letter from any of the leads of the family heads, then you'll be allowed in there. But you need to have a letter from them. And unfortunately, the one guy who was in town, kind of recently ran into an incident.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Is the guy that we have in our locket high enough?
Oh no, he was trying to gain more status within his family.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what would the punishment be if we were to go without?
Well, it's the Spauldings after all, so they would probably campaign. Considering how, powerful you all are and you have a reputation, they'd probably campaign a troop of Valen to come after you all and capture you or execute you if you resisted.
I have heard of the Valen. I'm not sure if I want to make enemies with them.
Mostly they're good people, but they are warriors, and the strongest folk in this land that I'm aware of, at least.
It's interesting. So it seems that we will be heading to Spalding anyway. So, but thank you for your information. And
Yep. Hey, do me a favor and take that crazy woman with you.
I do not know if she is crazy.
I'm pretty sure she's crazy.
But thank you. And we wish you the best of luck through to the next times.
Take care. And he'll wave you all Auf Wiedersehen.
Just he's sitting on the floor still, just winding up this music box that she's been listening to.
Glenn is just leaning against the wall watching. So, what was that magic you had going off with Katarina earlier?
What?
So like it was like a little poof, and then she like reappeared just like a little bit distance away.
Oh yeah, I call it like a fire jump. Or yeah.
I feel like I've seen like stuff like that before, but it was a
Alright.
little bit different. Like I could do something like that with myself, but like doing it to another person, it's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, I can do. I can't like do that to myself, but I can like do like a kind of thing with myself too.
Oh.
Hey, are you undead?
I mean, I feel pretty alive. That's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. No, it's just you kind of look like death.
I kind of look like what?
Like death.
Like death.
Yeah. Are you? Are you like one of those Raven Queen's follower?
You have no
Or-
idea what the hell a Raven Queen is.
What is that? Is that like Pastel or something? Because that's bad news. I'm not supposed to be around her.
What? Pastel? What's that? Pastel? Isn't that like some kind of jewelry?
That's an interesting music box you got over there.
Yeah, I know. It's really cool actually. I found it some time ago, and it sort of we had to send it back in. No, what was that again? And you see suddenly there's like a shift on her face where she just looks really annoyed and exasperated, but it quickly fades away. So, but I also have this this time spinner here, and she takes out this like dreidel that she puts in her hand, and it starts spinning.
Time what now?
Yeah, it's like it spins the time.
Like it helps you keep track of time? Is that what you're saying?
No. So now it spins time forward.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it spins time forward 1 second every second.
I'm gonna send Kat a telepathic message.
Yeah.
Your previous statement is seeming less and less correct.
Hey guys, how did meeting with the foreman go?
So we will need a meeting with a higher ranking Spalding than what we have in our pocket. So we will need to be heading to Spalding anyway. And I'm sorry, I don't believe I got your name. And she says to Jazzy.
And Jesse looks up and, oh, Clarence.
Another message. Did she just change her voice?
Hey, what's your names? I didn't get your names.
Cat telepathically back to Zombie. Yeah, this could be interesting. I think we need to keep an eye on her.
Hi, the name's Glenn.
Oh, hi, Glenn. I'm Jesse.
Nice to meet you, Jesse.
I'm Katarine. This is Botakov. She says to like the really tall blonde guy in the corner who's just got his arms crossed and glaring.
He replies to you in thaw.
Hey.
This is our
I'm
savior
Zombie.
monkey. Oh, and this is our savior monkey.
What?
He's
that
the leader.
his name?
He's the leader of Troop Harbinger, which is us.
No.
Troop Harbinger.
No, that is not our name. And
It's the title. Deal with it, cat.
What
That's
are
not-
what are your harbingers of? The apocalypse, right? Yeah, that's cool.
The fuck is?
I was not a part of creating the name, and Monkey is not our leader.
Since you.
Anyway, you have caught us in a very interesting time. I have not heard of Strohas, but here in Zapata is not exactly what you would call a library or maps or anything of the sort. And
okay.
if,
I don't like those things anyway.
well, if I am to understand what happened to you to get you here, I will need those things.
So are you one of those like book mages?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's a great teacher too. She's been teaching me a trick or two.
Thank you, Glenn. It's sweet
Oh,
of you.
cool.
But yes,
Yeah, I just do like magic. I don't really think about it that much.
Oh. I feel like I have memories of like studying with your kind of magic users before.
So what do you guys like? What are you looking for? What was it called? Spalders?
there's a town called Spalding.
Ugh.
It is named after the family that rules it.
Ugh.
Smoldering?
Spalding.
Spalding. Okay, I said you
Yes.
said because okay.
It is to the south and west of here. And it is my understanding that they would have the resources necessary to get you back to your Zohas.
What's a
Okay.
Jorhas?
Yeah. What's in Joras?
What's a Jorhas?
It's a big place. I wouldn't recommend going there. It's kind of bad. I mean, boring. It's just Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice some places though.
Short horse. Short horse.
It's like on the. I think the rest of it's called Wild Mount. You know, right next to the Empire. At
The
least that's what I've
Empire.
heard. I've never been there, but they're supposed to be real assholes.
There are, I mean, there's, across the water here, there's an empire, but it's something one I am very familiar with, and there's not a Zor house there.
Yeah.
Like, Kat's, like, wheels are spinning on this. Like, she's just like, how could there, is there, like, another side of, like, is there another continent that we don't know about? Like, she's definitely chewing on this one.
Well,
But if there was an arcane shift that was in alignment with this, like if you're already doing something that shifts positions, something with haywire, and she's just like talking to herself through the whole thing.
it might have been an instance of chaos magic associated with conjure. What? What did you say?
You got like other voices in your head too, man?
Hey, I'm not a man.
Oh, it's just a general saying I use. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But what other voices? I can change voices if I can do like that if you want. What do you mean?
There's a psychic connection with Somni immediately. Yeah, I think my assessment was wrong.
So what are you guys doing in Spalding? Do you want some help? I can make things burn.
And then there is a psychic connection. Well, not psychic. Through the earrings, connects with the rest of the team. You know, I think that it would not be a bad idea to keep an eye on this person for some time.
Right.
So we get her pointed away from like doing a lot of damage to people.
All right. I'll keep an eye. If we got to do some reaping, we do some reaping.
I can already feel the headache.
It's like Somdi all over again. I mean, not Somdi. It's like Monkey all over again. And
So
Monkey doesn't have Ziri.
Yeah.
I look over at Monkey and said, "You look like a real smart guy."
He is.
I am, yes.
Smartest among us.
Smartest.
Cool. I'm also. Someone told me once that I'm. My cunning knows every bound or something like that. Or no bounds. Boulders? Was it something like that? He was a really nice guy.
If we are to get to Spalding in any sort of decent time, I think we should go on and head that way.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, if we have to go over there, we'll go over there.
We do.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get this Spalding delivered and see if we can get the permission to come back to the Farset Mountains so we can look for that spirit.
Alrighty. So, everybody, how do we plan on traveling there? You all are on the map, correct?
Just place ourselves there.
Yep.
Yeah, you're here. How do you plan on getting there?
Are there horses?
You could acquire horses if you would like.
There's also the fact.
Did we come in on horses and did we put them at the stable? I forget.
I think we came in on a boat.
Was that what happened? Or did we split with the boat? Because we came through the, what's it called?
You boated to Veda.
And then we like.
And
And
then
we made a
you
beeline.
hoofed it all the way down here.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure on horseback because most people are very lazy.
Yes. We rode on the fucked up camels.
Everyone else is from a desert. So a horse is the fucked up camel.
So if you guys wish to go back and get your horses, or re-rent the horses,
Yeah,
You,
I'm okay traveling on foot. But
I am not.
I am not. And Bardakov can summon his own steed, so
okay. Jesse, are you going to acquire your own horse?
What's what you call it? Here, is it a horse here also?
it's a
yes,
messed up camel.
Okay.
he's a horse.
How much does it cost? Yeah, I'll get my own horse.
With the right ingredients, it's free.
The
60,
secret ingredient is crime.
60 gold would get you a horse, bittle,
Okay.
feed, all of that.
I'll
And
pull out a
Horses.
pouch full of platinum and just Oh.
So, one important thing, Jesse, is where you come from, horses are for eating or for feeding. You're used to moorbounders.
Oh yeah. That's a. Huh. So you ride on these?
Yes.
I usually just grill them.
Don't grill them.
No, they are what people ride for transportation. They ride them to war.
Oh.
That
We-
is wouldn't necessarily ride this one. This one is quite small for that.
In Shorehouse we ride moorbounders instead.
The
More
fuck's a
bounders.
moorbounder?
It's like I'm not sure why it's called moorbounder. I think it's because it's bigger than less bounder.
I can't tell if that was a joke or not.
That makes sense.
I have no
Yeah, I
point of
know.
reference for it.
It's like it's
Alright, the fuck's a bounder?
it's like a kind of lizard thing.
That also makes sense.
Telepathic message to Glenn, don't encourage her.
Well, now that we have our ride, let us get going.
Alrighty. So, you saddle up to the horse. Jesse, everybody sees, is trying to, like, feed the horse some, like, pheasant meat, but it's not interested and is very confused by the fact that she can just climb on top of it without feeding it meat first.
It's not a carnivore.
I can
They're-
see it's not a carnival.
They're gentle creatures, Jesse. You could just hop on top of it.
Okay. Oh, Misty step on top of the horse.
Blink! You're on top of it.
Just I can hear somebody's headache.
So, anyways, you plan on traveling directly across the land, beelining it over there?
Yeah.
Do we want to make a pit stop to this Rua Farms, or do we want to just go straight through?
Let's just go
Yes.
straight through.
Okay.
Oh, here's the issue with going straight through. There's literally a river in the way.
There we go.
So
True.
I suggest we take a minor detour with the. Most likely, there's going to be a bridge in between Spalding and Rua. That would make the most sense, especially because this is the smallest point of the river.
Hmm.
So Rua Farm, then Spalding. We'll just quick pit stop, get like a bearing on the situation, and then leave for Spalding. Okay? Okay.
All right.
So, you're going to Rura? Alrighty. Then there is a road that you all can exit out of in Sepet to the south that plainly writes out Rura Farms.
All right, let's follow
Did
the
they
road.
misspell rural?
20 miles away. And you all
Hey,
start
that's not-
traveling. And you all start traveling the path.
Mhm.
As you are traversing through this environment, you see many different farmers, many different salespeople, and people looking for work passing you by on the road. It's a very nice, much more communal feeling environment than you've been in most other places so far. In fact, those of you from Casino, this is exceptionally strange to you as they're just waving at you, like saying hello. Defensive as you may be, they just keep going about their business, and none of them seem to be trying to rob you or anything like that.
Instinctively, I'm just reading their minds, just like, which one of these fuckers?
Ooh, that's the wrong one. Is it this one?
They seem like nice people.
There's no such thing as nice people.
As I said, that seems like a depressing way to looking at life.
I know a really nice lady called Kiana. She's super cool.
She wasn't nice.
Yeah, she was. She gave
I
me
don't
like,
believe it.
yeah, we shared this like chicken drumstick once, which was really nice.
So this Jorhas that
Yeah.
you are from. It sounds that there is there's quite a few differences between here and there.
Yeah, I'm. This place looks so weird. There's so much green and stuff everywhere.
If you go east from here, it is all sand.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that sounds more like home then. Well,
And
yeah.
I need to be right back.
if you cross the sea to the west and go north, it is all snow. And that is where I am from.
Okay. So, I don't usually know like things. My brother usually does that kind of thing. He's the brains in the family. Don't tell him I said it.
Okay, that is perfectly fine.
But yeah. So you're looking for a spear?
Yes.
What?
There is a spear that is reveals the true nature of a thing. We had one, but it was lost. And I have made a promise to destroy it, so the idea is to find the other one and destroy it in its stead.
Okay, well, I can help, like, try to find the spear. So every spear here, like, it tells you the true nature of things?
No, this is one that is ancient and powerful, belonging to a culture that was here much earlier than what is here now.
Okay. So, like from the calamity then?
Calamity? What are you talking about?
Yeah, isn't that like when the big thing that happened like a long time ago?
there are many things that were big that happened a long time ago, but we do not have a story of such a calamity.
Okay, I don't know that much about it.
Hey, Jesse, did the
Yeah?
did the geographical descriptions that Katerina was giving you about these lands like match up with like where you're from? Because I'm starting to come to the conclusion that you might not be like, you know, of this like place.
You're asking in the game now, right? Or
No,
Have
this
you-
is in game.
yeah,
Glenn's intelligent enough to make that conclusion. He's actually quite intelligent. I just
Yeah,
I just
well-
don't play it.
yeah. Well, you can easily tell that Jesse's not very intelligent.
So about
Uh,
3 words in, her eyes glaze over.
Like maybe like no. I mean, I've heard of snow, but there's not much where I'm from. I don't really know that kind of thing.
Hang on. I meant to just look at it, not to put it in the chat, but
So, as you're passing by, one of the farmers looks over at all of you. Y'all interested in any pumpkins or squash?
What are those?
Pumpkins, squash. They're vegetables.
no, thank you. They are lovely, but we have enough supplies. Thank you.
You sure you could roast up some pumpkin seeds? It'll be real good eating.
Thank you, but no.
I tried one of those pumpkin squashes then.
All right, here. Do you want a pumpkin or a squash? And he's holding 2 different things in his hands.
Yeah.
One of each. All right, that'll be 1 gold.
Oh, okay. Yep. Wait for that.
Each.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Takes his 2 gold and hurries down the road.
That was an overpriced produce.
It's all right. If people got money to spend, they can be generous.
Alright.
Mm.
When we get somewhere where we can take a moment, would you allow me to read your mind?
Me?
Yes.
Sure. I mean, can you? Can you? Do you not? Can you read like every language?
Does it have to be? I can't remember.
If it's detect thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
it only understands what you understand. If it's the special arcane ability to just read people's minds, it's you have to just share a language and then you understand all their languages.
Okay, so it would be using her special ability.
Already. So Jesse,
And
you're
Glenn-
allowing this?
Sure.
So she'll get surface thoughts first.
There are very few of those.
Show me what you know of Jorhas. Think
Oh.
of the place.
Well, she thinks about her home and, well, you see, well, basically flashes of images of, well, I'm sure you're familiar with Shorehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As a
like-
person, yes.
Like
Yeah.
Rasona, like in particular.
Yeah,
in particular?
Arizona. Yeah.
And as she's looking at you and is digging deeper, like one eye turns black. The other one stays that like crystal clear blue. This is interesting. You have such a variety of peoples that live
Yeah.
there. That is.
And then suddenly it shifts into like something that you get the sense of being much older and completely different memories. And then it just sort of cuts out.
Do you?
Hmm?
Do you have two minds
What do you
in
mean?
there? Do you have two consciousnesses living in your one brain?
No, that's not. Are you stupid or something? That's not possible.
I mean, it could be possession.
No.
Because you had memories separate from your memories. It's
No,
not
I-
un- It's not
no, I
something
don't.
that is terribly uncommon. I mean, there are things that could be living off of your thoughts that consume them. I mean, have you run into what were the insect people? Fuck.
Samdi,
I
do
have-
you have that off the top of your head?
Huh?
Inhiba.
Inhiba.
Yeah.
There are things here called Inhiba that they are psychically connected, like a hive mind.
No, I don't know what that is. Well, I haven't seen anything like that. I have had some like strange dreams sometimes, though.
Get like flashes of like
See.
past memories and stuff, like when like certain events happen, because like that's what happens to me.
Yeah, almost like some kind of like strange dreams about like some lots of like magic and stuff that I don't really know much about. But it's in the dream, it sort of feels like I know what it is, but then I wake up and I don't know anything about it.
So Kat makes a note to prepare a dream for the next day. Right. That's fascinating. But you're I do have something that I didn't. So, is there someone that you would need to notify that you are not in your house?
Like, is there anyone that's like looking for you?
Well, I haven't seen my brother Zedge for a while, but I mean, we usually end up back together sometimes. Anyway, it's fine. We've been like, we're twins. We just gravitate back to each other, you know.
Interesting. Would you like for me to message him and tell him where you are?
Nah, it's fine.
I'm also putting that away for scrying. She's just picking up info.
Yes.
So,
Introduce temporary player character. Derail entire session.
Is this why you shouldn't do this, Joey?
I mean, is that or we didn't have a session, buddy?
yeah, and Kat's just like, interesting.
It's however interesting you want to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I will do what I can to try to get you back to your house.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
I'll just tag along now and say and just tell me if you need something to burn.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like making
She's-
things burn.
She says as she lights a cigarette.
Samdi, are we traveling with like a bunch of pyros? It's like
Carl, when somebody asks you a question, they're asking you.
Sorry.
you think we're like Do you think we're like traveling with a bunch of like pyros? Because like I'm just picking up this magic stuff, but I didn't pick up any like burning techniques. Is that like just something like all arcane users just need to have? Just blow things up with fire?
I mean, it's cool, but I don't think you need to.
Do you have those capabilities? Like, should I be learning these capabilities?
No? And no.
All right, good talk.
Alrighty then, people. So, you all continue your journey. After one short day of travel, you end up making it over to... Oop, wrong one. Ah, there we go. The Rura Farms. This incredibly large, lush farmland that expands over this incredible distance that goes further than your eyes can see or even imagine. You see rows and rows of different styles of farming and agriculture all around you, all of which are distinctly organized and well kept. You see farm hands out in the fields tending to them very well, very specifically. And there's one centralized road that is labeled. The road is labeled this way to Farmer's Market. And then other roads that say employees only.
And as we're traveling, I'm trying to like I use control flame to like burn the pumpkin and the squash. Just is this how you're supposed to eat it?
It's more of a roasted and not quite completely burnt. And
Oh, well.
you usually want to season it beforehand.
I thought it was like meat.
No, it is the product of a plant.
All right. Well, I like the squash thing. The orange thing was not that good.
Farmers market or employees only?
Let us find the farmer's market. There will be more there to give us directions to Spalding.
All
All
right.
right.
So, yeah.
Seems like the only choice, is what I was about to say.
All right.
Just
As you all enter into the Roar Farms, you look around at this very large, rustic-looking farmland in front of you, and these stalls and wonderful little shopping vendors placed out here. The beautiful weather and smells of all different types of herbs, incense, spices, and fruits, vegetables, and even freshly cut meats just waft through the air very, very plainly. Even as you are walking through, you see that there are individuals selling whole cows and are even prepared to butcher them for you if you so desire.
I'm not really feeling that hungry, but you guys want to see something?
No, oh no, if we have... I mean, we could perhaps pick up some fresh vegetables for the journey, but that is not... Don't necessarily need an entire cow.
This is a strange animal.
A cow?
Yeah. Is that what you call
It
it?
is pretty fucky looking.
As all that's happening, Kat's going to look for kind of like someone who looks less like they're selling stuff and more like maybe, I don't know, like maybe a guard, maybe someone who looks like they're in charge.
Alrighty. Roll me an insight check for that one.
You know how those go for me.
I know.
Uh,
What'd you get?
oof.
4.
4.
They don't really have
How?
guards out here. Wait, they don't have guards out here. How the fuck do they not have guards out here? That's just what your mind is stuck on right now.
Do I notice the lack of guards?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god, no.
Oh no.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh,
No
no.
security, you say?
Or lack thereof.
No one to stop me.
To be fair, a common guard couldn't stop you even if they tried at your current level.
You're just like, no.
I'm going to get off of my weird camel.
Yeah, your flat-hoofed camel.
My non-humped camel.
All right. You dismount from your camel.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy to anyone that's looks like they're selling a form of meat.
All right. There are people who are sitting there with entire pig pens ready to be slaughtered for you.
Is there a chicken somewhere? Because I feel like that's less of a waste.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely somebody who has a whole chicken. Hey, sir, you interested in getting some chickens?
I mean, a chicken sounds nice.
Just one chicken. You got 2 chickens. That means you can have them breeding, and there you go. You got a whole lot more chickens.
Internally, just laughing my ass off. No, we're looking for dinner.
Oh, so just a single chicken. And is it to feed all of y'all?
Well, how much is the chicken?
1 chicken is 5 copper pieces, sir.
I'll take 2.
All right, that'll be 10 copper pieces for you, sir.
And I will give him copper pieces instead of a silver.
Yep. Much appreciated. Here, you take your pick out of all these chickens, and he opens up a pen of chickens that has about 30 of them or so.
Negative dexterity zombie trying to catch a fucking chicken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. Can I mage hand one of their legs?
Oh, absolutely. Just mage hand lifts the chicken that's flopping around upside down. Are you one of them there spellcasters then?
It's just a little bit.
Could I ask you
Okay.
for a favor? Like, since you got that magical can you get that cobweb right up there?
I'm so tempted if I had Firebolt.
Inside of his wooden stall with poultry in it.
It smell like heaven. Now, I'm going to quickly grab my 2 chickens, hold them in each hand, and I'm just going to mage hand a just the hand going just
Oh, much appreciated there, sir. Really appreciate the assistance there, neighbor.
yeah. You wouldn't happen to know the road to Spalding?
Road to Spalding. Oh, there ain't a road to Spalding. Fuck those people.
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking no.
There's a little ferry that'll take you across the river, though. Might be good for you, because, old Clankjaw is out there, you know?
Old who what?
Clankjaw. It's a gator who lives in the river, travels up and down it all the time. There was somebody a long time ago who wanted to change the gator. I don't know why you'd want to change a gator. I thought the gators were fucking terrifying enough as they is, you know? Well, they did that, and now the gator has mechanical jaw and, like, armor plates on it. Makes it so it sits at the bottom of the bed and can barely even reach any higher than that. But if you're going to try to wade through the river, it's going to chase you down faster than you know what. You know?
I think I do, actually.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that information.
Much Much appreciated. Hey, you're looking for Linus. If you're going to be looking to get the ferry across and heading over to Spalding. I would also tell you something else. You might want to spend your copper pieces out here. In Spalding, they don't accept copper. Fucking snooty fucks.
That doesn't have any copper. It's all larger denominations. So.
I'll take an extra chicken then.
Very good. Third chicken. And he'll just reach down, grab one by the neck, just whack! There you go. That there is your chickens. Y'all
And
have
I'm
some
out of-
good eatings.
Yep. And
Hey.
I'm out of copper now.
All right. If you're interested, my nephew sells hooamajiggies.
What's that?
Who's a muchets?
Out of
Bunch
what?
of McCallets, I think. Something. He does doohickeyin, like as a profession.
Oh.
Yeah. Makes a whole lot of something and others.
That's good to know. Jesus. Oh, you fucking cat.
Exactly.
Stop knocking shit over. You did.
Welcome to cat parenthood.
Yeah. Welcome to Cat Parenthood.
You have a thing.
You little asshole.
I hope it wasn't
How
Phil.
can you be so cute and such a dick?
Welcome to cats.
That's how they get you.
Sorry, he just knocked over my entire prescription of meds.
Oh
No.
no, you gotta pick that shit up.
Yeah, and it all fell out because I tried to grab it.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
so yes, cat interruptions aside, I'm going to come back to the party holding 3 chickens. I got dinner.
Oh,
Interesting. So,
Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt. There's not a road. There's a ferry. Linus runs it. There's a mechanical gator. The fuck did you just do?
Gator.
I opened the door for them. I apologize. They have my mouse pad now. Sorry. He jumped on me and it scared me.
it's a gator.
Kinda
I just my first thought was Somdi, the gator lizard person, is like, there's a gator.
That was my thought too.
Sorry.
No, it's perfect. Let's keep it that way.
Yes. there's a mecha gator.
Back again.
Yes, I'd be interested to talk to him. And a tinker of some sorts. I believe the local dialect calls them Hoochimachets.
Oh, doohickey. I don't joke about.
Yes, that.
Goodness. Let's just get to Spalding.
I don't know. There's whatchamacall. It's really they can make some interesting stuff. You never know what they got in store. But I digress. We should probably move on.
Right. Oh goodness. And did he say what the ferry is?
I got 3 chickens out of it. I kind of just forgot to ask.
That's
It's down that way. You just gotta follow the road that heads down towards the west a little bit.
Waste. Thank you.
Much
is he
obliged.
pointing
Yes.
in any direction? Okay.
Yes.
We'll
West.
follow. We'll go west.
West.
Yeah, you just gotta follow it west a little bit. You'll get there.
you've got a wheezed inflection.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Now you know why I don't let him into more games. Anyways.
Hey.
Played with Ilvor before. We're good.
Joey, just in case, before the start of our travels, could I cast Druidcraft just to see how the weather's going to be?
Sure. In the upcoming days, there is going to be a thunderstorm.
It's a good heads up. So it looks like we got heavy rain and thunder coming up, so might want to prepare for some dryness and shelter.
All of you look up, and it is clear skies right now. Though it is descending a little bit, the sun is just beginning to crest under the horizon.
Look, I know what it may seem like, but magic doesn't lie.
But how long
Right.
does it take to go there?
Should only be another day.
Oh, okay. So it's not that far.
Mars. It's not a place to stick your head.
Says you.
As we kind of follow the road a little bit and it starts to get dark,
Mars, no.
Kat will
I'm muting myself.
we'll see if we can find a spot and she'll cast the hut.
Okay. So you all exit from the farmer's market, picking up a couple of just everybody remove like 5 copper. If you want to just pick up like fresh peanuts, some good apple butter, some spreads, some jellies, jams, anything, just like general things. Everything is super reasonably priced out here. The people live a very simple life. So it's not
Apple
like
butter.
yeah, like you got to pay them to be able to make more of it and then buy other things for their family, you know? That's all.
Yeah. And Kat will do the Lyra, good stuff and compliment them on their
Oh, pay them extra?
skills and yeah.
I'll throw him a silver piece. I mean, Glenn doesn't eat anything, but I'll just have supplies for the rest of the group.
I'll trade away 2 pounds of assortment of fancy knickknacks.
Oh, hell yeah. They definitely want knickknacks. This will look great on my mantle.
Here I am holding my 6 rubies. Might as well be useless to them.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you all travel outside of the farmer's market and rural farms just a little bit. Enough to give yourselves a little space from their community. Not like it was a bad community to be inside of, though they are simple. They all struck you as nice, hospitable folk. And as you're out there in the fields starting to set up your hut, you do feel the beginnings of spattering of rain coming down, Katarine. Apparently Glenn was at least partially right.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin experiencing this, the rain does begin picking up a little bit more and more. By the time your hut is up, there is a consistent pour coming down that would drench all of you from head to toes if you were outside in the environment. Jesse, have you ever experienced a tiny hut before?
I don't remember if we actually used that in the other game.
I don't think Valman
don't-
used it. No.
No. So probably not.
Actually, that's totally a Valman spell. Why wouldn't he have it?
Fair
He's
enough.
terrified of everything.
Yeah.
Wizards, you know? So yeah, we'll say you've at least come across them, and as the hut goes up, you all can get inside easily. Samdi, were you saying something?
Yeah, as the rain starts picking up, I'm just going to stick my bag of holding out and collect fresh rain.
Alrighty.
I wonder how this will affect Egg.
It makes the outside a little wet, but you fill up
whatever.
your bag of holding with fresh rain. That's gonna be funny one day. Anywho, you all continue sitting there, listening to the rain pelting down on top of you, enjoying the fresh environment and fresh little bits of fruits, vegetables, nuts, berries that you all were able to procure. And, of course, the chicken. Who's going to prepare the chicken, by the way?
I will attempt to. I am a wise man.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll cooking supplies utilizing wisdom. If you are not proficient in cooking supplies, just roll a wisdom.
I have some salt if you need.
think I'm salty enough as is.
Oh, okay.
Wow. This is horrible.
It's extra crispy.
Needs more salt.
Cat just presidentates her piece, like very like subtly, just like
You can change the
Yeah.
taste, but not the texture.
yeah,
Still like eating charcoal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Now it just tastes like strawberries.
yeah. It tastes like how chicken's supposed to taste. Just extra crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it kind of crispy. It's okay.
Couldn't care less.
Obviously.
So, some of your magic seems very interesting, Jesse, I have to say.
Thanks.
And you said that you do not, that you are more of an innate caster, you said? Just more of a,
I'm not sure what that is, but I just sort of do it, you know?
that's what it is.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Sedge does that too, you know.
Understand. Is more of my type of casting.
No. Like we learned it together.
Oh,
Suddenly
I see.
one day we just set fire to the house. It wasn't like on purpose.
Glenn, they
Hmm.
are not an example of what a caster should be.
I don't know. Katarina seems to have her magic down pretty well. She's a pretty good teacher. That's all I'm saying. So I'm thinking if I really need to like do these explosive like spells that, you know, they're carrying.
Bart will look at you. Don't feel peer pressured into casting like other casters. You cast like you caster.
Yes, as the giant Tin Man said.
Right. You offer some good advice.
You want to blow
Bart.
shit up, blow shit up. You don't want to, don't.
Right.
And for where I am from, any sort of fire is useful in other ways. It's not just for blowing things up, but for survival.
Mm-hmm. Well, it all depends on the method. It all comes from the same source, you know.
Well, there
So,
she goes again.
What?
And Cat's immediately going to can cast detect thoughts.
All right. As you hear that phrase, you see on the surface thoughts of this individual trying to like estimate and guess at your spell casting craft availability capabilities, where you draw it from, and then it fades back into Jesse almost immediately.
Mm.
Or it fades back into Jesse. La 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 fire.
Sort of like.
That wasn't just me, right? You guys all caught that?
Yes.
But
I'm
what?
still not convinced that there's not more than one consciousness in there.
In where?
In your mind.
I don't think so. I think I would have noticed, you know.
Not
It's like-
always.
There's not space for two.
Immediately, Cat messages Zombie. Well, there's not a lot of thoughts happening in one, so there could be room for two.
I'm just gonna stay outside for a bit. I don't want to be a part of this.
As you crawl outside Samdi, taking in the rain, colder rain than... Actually, you've only experienced rain a couple of times in your entire life, so this is honestly really nice for you. It's good for your scales, honestly.
Doing the what was it, Shawshank Redemption?
Ah.
Yeah. Just in the rain.
So, And as that is happening, roll me a perception check, just out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, sure. Just out of curiosity, nothing else insidious behind it.
Yeah, of
No,
course
not at all.
Nothing.
Oh no.
What'd
How
you get?
many bad rolls are we gonna have today?
All of them.
What's your total?
6. No, 8. Sorry.
8. Yeah, you still smell cooked chicken, but then again, it could just be your breath.
I don't even want to know. As I'm just taking in the rain and ignoring everything happening inside the hut.
So, what's everybody inside the hut's passive, by the way?
11.
11.
18.
Hey.
11.
All right, Glenn. You still smell the burnt chicken, but you also smell more like smoky smells, and there's not like a fire nearby for all of you since you have the hut anymore. You just cooked the chicken and snuffed it out.
You guys smell that? It smells like smoke, but not from here.
Like smoke.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll click my wing boots together and fly up a bit, try to see if I can get advantage of what
You
might
leap
be.
and clack your heels as you fly off.
Mhm.
You start flying around. Roll me a perception check.
Come on. 24. There we go.
There we go. There we go. You fly around, and in the night sky, with all the clouds, it makes everything a little difficult to see, but you just barely make out in the direction of the farms a plume of smoke. A rich black smoke.
I will use the earrings and communicate to everyone that guys, there's like this really thick smoke back at the farms.
Oh no.
In hindsight, we might have actually wanted to warn them about the lightning storm.
I don't know if it's the lightning storm. What happened the last time there was a fire? She says that she's taking down the hut and like gathering everything.
Oh yeah, I made friends.
Could it be like a spontaneous fireball?
It could be, but that's not what I think it is. And Kat is
Why
grabbing
am
her
I-
shit.
Because we have those sometimes.
Why am I having the strangest sense of deja vu?
You're not the only one. And like Bart is like put on his shit and like we're going.
All right.
Don't lose an arm this time.
As you
Yeah.
all don your armor and belongings and start moving back out there towards the Royal Farms, I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we have an open slot available in this one, as well as in our Friday evening, and we have an open campaign for Friday early. Anybody who's interested in any of these things, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. So, party. Where we last left off, you all had traveled down to the Rural Farms, a quaint, small community of individuals far outside of many other influences that you've all become accustomed to. Influences of coin, influences of nobility, influences of status. These individuals lived a very simple life where they don't even have fucking guards to protect them in their farmer's market. Just do unto others, pay a reasonable amount, and live a happy life, more or less. Even as outsiders, you were all treated well. As you were all sitting down, grilling Jezzy, this random person who appeared out of nowhere, about what's going on with her, where she come from, how her magic works, why the hell does her voice change into a different voice that makes you think that there's another entity inside of her, all of these things. Glenn took a look around the environment and noticed that there was a plume of smoke coming from the rural farms. The party, having a little bit of an ominous flashback, ended up gathering together and then heading out. As you're all traveling, Glenn, are you going to slow down so the rest of your companions can keep up with you, or are you just going to fly there?
No. Glenn learned from his mistake last time. He's not gonna charge straight in. He's gonna let the fire-resistant people go in first.
Okay. As you all begin hoofing it all the way out there, you begin to hear the yells and screams of many individuals from this very small, quaint community that you just patroned this day. You hear people shouting to have people go over to the watering hole and gather up as much water as possible, even the milk. Gather the milk. We need to extinguish these flames. It's spreading. It's going too fast. Everything's going to be engulfed. As you all are hurrying over there, what would you all like to do?
Is there one building on fire, or is there several?
It appears that right now the farmers' market here in Rural Farms is currently ablaze.
The whole thing.
Several of the buildings, not the ones on the outskirts, but the ones towards the center, as if it's spreading actively.
Okay. Is there one place that looks like it could be the origin?
Roll me a survival check.
Could I help her out?
Sure, you have advantage.
All right. Oh, great. What the fuck?
What'd you get?
4.
The origin seems to be the center of the town. That's as best as you can figure out right now.
She's gonna pop wings and start flying up.
Alrighty. As you are flying high in the sky, soaring over top of it, looking around the environment, you do see that there appears to be a figure somewhere near the stall that you saw Samdi purchasing his chickens from. The figure seems to be completely engulfed in these flames, but notably and strangely, their hands are pinned to the wall, extended outwards, almost creating a cross-like gesture. As you notice that, there's a small explosion coming from one of the other stalls out here. And you see that there is a halfling individual crawling out of it, looking panicked and terrified, clutching onto a bag and trying to find a way out from this horrible situation they find themselves in.
Barthika, there's someone inside there, and she's pointing to the chickens to send him over to get like the guy whose hands are pinned to the wall.
Okay.
And then she will point to Glenn, like to the other one for Glenn and Sandy. There, she needs help to the halfling.
I will speed over there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll run along as well.
So, Glenn taking off, flying as quickly as you can over there, and then Jezzy sauntering through. Jezzy, you are resilient to fire, so the initial burst of everything doesn't really hurt you that bad. In fact, you've burnt yourself on accident far worse than this. However, after that initial burst of flames, you do start feeling it starting to lick against your skin much more intensely. And Glenn, as you dive bomb in there, I do require both of you to give me Constitution saving throws.
Oof.
Tell us what you get.
13.
19.
What are these
Alrighty.
rolls?
Well, Jesse rolled good.
Dumb luck.
So-
That's the nerd thing.
Glenn, as you dive through the flames, you feel them licking against you, and it causes a moment of panic in you as you remember the last time you felt fire against your skin. Reasonably so, you freak out a little bit and end up dodging over to the side, but unfortunately that was not the smart move. You end up bumping into a building and sending embers that spray against your newly reformed arm that you have, and you will suffer 18 points of fire damage. Jesse, on
I
the
just
other
got
hand,
the paint done.
the 18 goes down to 9, and then halved again because of your resistance to 5.
Could I have used my reaction to cast Absorb Elements to half that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, 18 down to 9 for you. So,
Cat, that training paid off.
I'm so proud.
So, as Bart is running into where he sees everything happening, you're looking carefully, but the flames are starting to stop your vision from really moving through. Cat, roll me a perception check, please.
All right, I'm going to use one of my advantages. Ha!
Dirty 20. Thank goodness for your advantages, huh?
Right? That'd been another fucking 4. Ugh.
So,
Right.
as you are keeping watch, you notice that the flames reach around and start to like move chaotically in there, and you are watching carefully towards Bart, where you notice the figure that he moves over to, the head kind of like snaps to the side very quickly, and then Bart just lays down on the ground.
He just lays down.
Jesse and Glenn, I would like a perception check from you.
Mm-hmm.
Did I? Oh, wait. 25.
11.
Okay. Glenn, you're running through and you hear coughing coming from somewhere, and as you're looking around, just taking in the environment of the flames and feeling the chaos pulsing through you and the heat intensifying, you hear the weeping sounds and look underneath a table where there's a halfling woman holding onto a bag as tightly as she can, and she looks up at you and tosses the bag at you. Get this the hell out of here!
Right. What about you? We gotta get you out too.
Oh yeah, me too!
I'm gonna try to run over, scoop her up, and
Alrighty.
dash it out.
Imagine if you just ran out with the bag.
Good.
Okay, bye!
I'm gonna cast Control Flames and try to like make a safer area.
Alrighty. You start moving the flames away from the path that Glenn is running with the halfling woman. Glenn, what's your strength modifier again?
I have a +0 to my strength modifier.
Okay, you are moving slower while carrying a halfling still. You're not very strong, but it's not, like, encumbersome. It's mostly the bag. Actually, the bag weighs almost as much as her. and you start to take off. You see the flames begin separating to the side, notably from other flames that seem to be moving those flames out of your way. It's weird how that magic seems to work. But
I'm imagining a flame stick man just.
just whacking at it. But you managed to run out of there. Both of you are stuck inside for another round. So that's going to be another round of con saves from you, please.
All right. Come on, baby. 17.
Ooh, 23.
Not bad, not bad. You both are successful, so you both take the 18 points of damage, halved, down to 9.
Okay.
And then halved again, Jesse, down to 5.
Yep.
And
So-
is the halfling going to be taking damage too, or can I like try to cover her? from, like...
She seems more concerned about you covering the bag than her.
I mean, all right, if that's what she wants.
Yep. You both make it out of there and cough out a little bit of the smoke and inhalation as you see a couple of the farmers are running through, tossing more water and beginning to get like these large jugs of milk and trying to get them like towards the base of the fires as well. And one person comes running over and goes, "Oh, darling, are you all right? Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. We got everything out of there." "Please tell me this wasn't you." No, this wasn't me. I didn't do anything with any types of fire or explosives or anything like that at all. I promise." The entire time she's speaking, her right eye is just actively twitching.
Insight check.
Sure.
Can I, who has just been staring at all this happening, inside as well?
Yes, you may.
We'll use
Ah,
my
the most
game advantage.
fascinating thing to happen. A liar.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, 17. I'm using my game advantage.
Okay. She seems unsure of if she made a mistake or not, but she seems to be like wanting to push the suspicion away from her as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I promise. Nothing. I didn't do anything with stuff like that right now. Samdi, what'd you get?
A 15.
You generate the same general insight.
Looking at these flames, do I get the sense that they are different than regular flames?
Ooh, roll me a religion check, please. For you, fire is your religion.
Yeah, fair enough.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Hey, everybody has their thing.
So
Alright.
long as you don't try and fuck the fire, I'm fine.
Yeah, more or less. So, for a 6, the flames do look strange to you, but yeah, you can't really pick up anything particular about this.
All right, because yeah, control flames only works on non-magical flames, if that's relevant.
For the halfling woman, could I use my unsettling presence on her and just walk up and say, "It seems like you're not telling the entire truth. Do you want to like explain everything?"
All right, what saving throw is that?
Unsettling presence is a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Oh. She failed. I was just doing some simple little bits of experimentation. That's all. But the explosion came from the center of the market. I didn't do anything.
As all of this is happening, would I have sensed that it was a spell on Bartakov?
I mean, you can tell that something super uncharacteristic from Bartakov just happened.
Narcolepsy.
Yeah. But I wouldn't have known that it was a spell, though.
Not from this distance. No, you just saw him,
Okay.
like, the head jerked to the side of the individual pinned to the wall, and then Bart just lied on the ground.
Okay. God damn it, that's a 10-minute casting time, though. Fuck.
Can I,
Do we all see this figure pinned to the wall?
No, that's happening somewhere completely else inside of all of
Right.
this.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
do we see Bart, though?
No, that's happening somewhere completely else from all of this. Bart beelined it towards that figure, but Kat's the only one who's aware of this. Yes, Kat, what are you trying to say?
Kat's gonna be like, something's wrong with Bartakov, and just, like, she's booking it. Oh, hi, Abby.
All right, you're
Can-
running into the flames now? Yes, Amdi, what are you saying?
Can I get on top of something under 500 pounds and telekinesis my way over somewhere?
Oh, totally. There's like the top like table of a stall.
Yes, I will table surf.
Yes. You sit on there and it just keeps flying over there, and as you're moving through, individuals are looking very strangely, and one person from the town goes, "It's them! They're the ones who did this!" And then someone else goes, "Oh, shut the fuck up, you conspiracy theorist!"
Conspiracy theorist.
Hey,
That sounds about right.
You know, people get a reputation, you know. So, as you are running in there, I need a con save, Katarine, as you're moving through the fire and the flames.
Carry on.
Yeah. When we need a bard. The most.
16. 16.
16. Okay.
Stinky cat.
Yeah, stinky cat indeed. So, on a 16, you end up taking the flames against you, but moving as quickly as you possibly can, knowing that this is a form of kinetic energy. The longer the flames connect with your body, the more it will hurt. The faster you move, the better off you will be. Just don't stand still. So it's the 18 points of damage halved down to 9 that you suffer.
Mm-hmm.
So, after you suffer that damage, you do end up pushing through even further, heading inside of this flamed area where you notice that Bart is lying there with extra flames moving around his body that seem to be a strong red color compared to the yellowish flames that is everywhere else. You notice the flames are touching and lashing out all across his body to absolutely no avail, but he is lying there, eyes open, just staring upwards.
Is the person still there?
The person is, but they are a charred corpse right now.
Charred corpse.
Yes.
Fuck. Buttercup, wake up! What's wrong? And she's like trying to wake him up.
So are you touching his body that is currently being engulfed with the red flames, or are you just yelling at him?
Just time to yell at him for now.
Okay. As you are yelling at him, there's no physical sign of anything from his eyes or body or anything.
Is it that he's dead, or is is he breathing?
You can use your action this round to perceive that if you would like, but you are inside of the fire.
So I'm just trying to get a sense of this. So in order to get to where she is now, is there like a sort of wall of fire that we have to pass through, or is it an area of fire?
It's the general run through the streets where everything is on fire. It's
Right,
the
okay,
dead
so it's-
center of town where Samdi bought his chickens.
Right. Okay.
So Samdi, you're flying over as well. So Kat, what are you doing with your action this turn?
Okay, can I cast Dimension Door underneath him and like push him through?
No, you have to grab somebody, cast it, and the two of you move. Which means you would have to touch the red flames that are engulfing his body right now.
Then we do it, and then we cast Dimension Door.
If you want to touch those flames.
Yes.
The magic flames.
Okay. Katarine, the moment you come in contact with him, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Could use my other advantage.
Sure.
Come on.
21.
You are successful, just barely.
Woo.
As you feel the intense heat radiate all the way across you, and this is not a normal fire. This is something that is far hotter and far more intense than any flame you've engaged with, even when you were inside of the elemental plane of fire.
Ooh.
That is going to be 52 points of fire damage halved, down to 26.
Mhm.
As you grab
worth
onto
it.
him, you feel the flames radiate all the way up your arm, and luckily you were successful because after taking the damage, you can will yourself to still hold on after suffering that, and you Dimension Door with him out of there. As you Dimension Door out, you see Samdi that she and Bart disappear, and as everybody else is beginning to try to figure out what's going on and what's happening, she reappears beside you, rolling away from him and ripping off the sleeve to her dress, which is engulfed in this red flame that completely eats it too quickly. You all look at Bart, who's still engulfed in the red flames, lying there, eyes staring up at the sky.
I'm just going to Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
She was these are really nice flames. They're different.
They're not nice. Look.
Well,
Anyway, Santi is going to. I'm going to connect my mind to Bart.
Okay. Bart is going to connect, and you hear him screaming, and you know what else? You can get the fuck out of my head, you goddamn piece of shit. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't need to deal with any of this. And, hey, somebody.
So, the fuck?
Yeah, the fuck indeed. Apparently, being immune to fire does not stop devils from fucking with my head when I try fucking with their ritual.
Thank you for that tidbit of information. These are devils.
Yes.
I say out loud.
Yes, apparently they're doing some sacrificial ritual, and when I tried to save the individual who was beginning to be engulfed in flames, they decided they're going to throw their bitch-ass fire on me.
Yeah,
And they
about
didn't
that.
like
Cat
that.
touched you.
Oh shit, is she okay?
Yeah, burned, but nothing else. Anyway,
You all will burn. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, hello, who's this?
I will
Sorry, it's a
ascend-
bit of a collect call right now. Who the fuck are you?
I will ascend to your realm. We need more sacrifices. You will not disrupt any of them, you disgusting lower fiend. I already told you I am not a lower fiend, I just work for one.
Yeah, that's... Don't try and argue semantics, you're already crazy.
Yeah, well, hey, somebody, can I ask you a question? Why the fuck can I not move?
I don't know, you're just staring into space, and it's I'm very thankful you're wearing that armor right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. No, should I just like slap you about, or
It's worth a shot. It's not like these bitch fire flames can hurt me at all.
fire flames? I'm gonna get off the table and smack it onto him.
Just the table crashes on top of his body, which bounces. Still unmoving.
Yeah, that didn't work. I'm gonna find another table.
Andy!
Ow.
Oh, hey, good news. He can feel that.
Yeah, I can feel things.
I'll try to use if there's any. Is there any water nearby or milk or whatever?
You see somebody carrying a large pail of water.
All right, I'll cast shape water,
Yeah.
and I'll shape it into like a cylinder of water and have it roll over him.
Okay, so as the
wait.
individual's getting ready to throw the fire, it gets shaped out of there.
Wait, Jesse, before you do that, I saw myself being able to manipulate fire as I was running through it. Let me try to manipulate this fire off of Bart first.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Am I doing it?
No.
Now that's not how you do it.
In the middle of all this, Cat's just like, fuck it, and like dispels magic, and it's the connection to Bart's brain. Whatever's happening in Bart's head.
Okay, at what level are you casting Dispel Magic?
Let's do 4th.
Okay, give me an intelligence check, please.
Intelligence check.
Yes.
12.
12. As you dispel the magic upon him, whatever is seeping inside of his mind, it seems to have more power than you were anticipating. However, there was a shaking and quivering in his mind someday as that happened. He goes, "Oh, looks like Cat's trying to help out." Hey, guys, this fiend thing is, it's a devil. He's really pissed off at me right now. I think you all should focus on maybe taking out whoever's doing these rituals for the bitch. You know, kill his sacrificial lamb, whatever it is like that, and I'll just keep him busy while I lie here. You say I'm just on fire, right?
Yeah, just
on
about.
fire.
Yeah, try not to throw any more rocks on me, okay?
It was a table actually, but semantics.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Bart has a devil in his head at the moment, which obviously can't be too good for his mental state right now.
No.
We honestly should just take care of whatever's, starting the fires instead of trying to wake up Sleeping Beauty over there.
I didn't start the fire.
Oh, if if we're gonna go if we're gonna go into this, I'll look at Sandy. I know you're slow on the jump, so gift of alacrity on you.
That takes 1 minute to cast, right?
Oh,
Yes,
it does.
it
Oh,
does.
it does. Okay, never mind. Forget that.
So where is this devil?
In his head.
But
It's a very small devil.
oh, I could like make it like hurt in his head, like
Don't do that.
and like not with fire, but with like brain magic.
Don't do that.
Okay. But what? I'll keep rolling the cylinder of water over him.
Alrighty. The flames like move out of the way of the water and then immediately move back into place as you roll it away. You would have to
And then-
drown him in order to keep him extinguished. But you will notice he's one of those really annoying people or creatures that just don't get hurt by fire at all. You've encountered like one of them before in your life, and it is so annoying.
Yeah.
While all this is happening, Kat is just like torn. Just like Buttercup, no. And so she's gonna fly back up. And I'm gonna try and perceive who's doing the ritual.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Monkey will come over at this point and don't worry, guys. I'll keep a watch over Bart to make sure nothing bad happens to him.
Fucking.
Exactly, yes.
Fucking.
What'd you get?
6. I mean 7 with the.
Could I have also flown up after her and made a perception check?
Sure.
See if I could. And I'll use my game advantage on this one. Why not?
Yeah.
Oof, natural 20.
Okay. For a total of
28. Do I need to do my knowledge of the past too?
if you want to.
Why not? I'll roll a d6 on top of that.
Oh my god.
So that's a 33.
A 33. As you are looking over at that body pinned to the wall, you see that there's definitely some purpose to the display of it. And notably, your first time interacting with a ritual similar to this, and at this point, you've pieced together this is the same ritual.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw the individual crammed in the alleyway, tucked in, and like folded over multiple times, the one finger was pointing west, southwest, and then it headed here. And then you noticed this one, its one hand, is pointing due west. You think that whoever this is leaving behind a calling card, letting people know where they're going, as if they want to be caught, or they at least want people to think they could. A true serial killer.
Looks like we're playing a game of cat and mouse with this guy.
And I am the cat, so where is he?
Well, if you notice, the finger on it is like pointing like westward. He's like trying to give us hints of what's going on. Like this isn't the first time we've seen this now.
No, but do you see the person who did this?
Do I see any remnants of anything left behind?
Unfortunately, when things are on fire, they don't really leave behind many traces. Not to mention it was pouring rain. That could wash away a lot of them. Unless you found the more recent tracks, you would not be able to really find anything too terribly helpful.
Well, it looks like this guy's going to be leading us on a little wild chase then.
Okay. Good. Well, where can we just go after? Maybe kill them then and be finished, or what?
He's giving us the hint that it's westward, the direction that he's heading.
All right. Well, let's go then.
One moment. And I'm going to psychically connect with Bart.
And you know what else? It's really judgmental of you. You know, I'm just a fucking person. I got screwed over by these goddamn fiends, and now you want to control my mind because I'm not one of you? Go fuck your... Oh, hey, Catherine.
Hi, Bozakov. Who's bothering you?
He doesn't give me a name. Because he's afraid of what I do to him. Oh, you just wait until I can fucking move. I'll smite your ass. You all serve these lower fiends.
You know, not really, actually. Still connected.
You've been listening to Bart's argument the entire... Or it's more one-sided than an argument. It's just Bart bitching.
Yes, you are such a highly powered creature that you are present in the physical realm.
I'm given glimpses into the physical realm. Whenever my servant gives me these beautiful sacrifices, sinners of great accord that pay their ultimate price.
Right, glimpses. That must be mighty powerful if it's a glimpse. And as she's gonna be arguing with him, countercyclically, but then take the time to cast body possession.
Ooh, with Bart?
Yeah.
So he's currently being possessed by this thing, and you're trying to possess him.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll body possession for me, please.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a left brain, right brain situation.
Yeah.
I guess during that time, I would have cast Gift of Alacrity on Samdi, just so you could get maybe a bonus to your initiative if we have to.
Windows security update, I don't care. Must make a special save on failure.
I'm imagining, like, as Kat is possessing him, she's getting these, like, security updates.
Okay.
She's like, what the fuck?
Huh.
You really should update this.
Like, this is why they were able to get in, Bardagov. You did not update your anti-spyware.
Listen, I'd prefer a more direct fight. Anyways, how does that work? Because it is technically not really possessing him. It technically is. So I'm going to say this is going to be an opposed spellcrafting check. Your intelligence opposed by this powerful fiend's charisma.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, because I feel like being a little bit of a dick, thank you so much, Sinclair, for the DM inspiration you gave to me.
Oh, good.
I have advantage.
As if you need it.
Oh my!
19 plus. Okay, so
It is a fiend. You can assume it has probably more than a +1.
Mm-hmm. So it would just be an intelligence check for me?
Straight intelligence check. Spellcrafting opposition. Your brain versus its charm.
For, like, to get on my +1s, I'm gonna just use a witch bolt.
Sure.
To roll it.
Oh, that adds your proficiency. No proficiency. Just roll straight intelligence.
No proficiency.
Straight intelligence, yeah.
I'll try to assist whatever she's doing by tuning my music box up.
That would not help her in this situation.
Well, I don't know.
Is there any way I could, like, silvery barbs the demon?
You can't silvery barbs a creature. You are unawares making an ability
Yeah.
check.
Could I have?
Does it say ability check? And does it say you have to see the creature? Because you don't see the creature.
You do have to see
I
the
just
creature.
have to see it.
Yeah.
And you do
And
have
it
to see it.
is. And it
Mhm.
is it's ability check. Fuckity fuck.
Fucky you.
Mm,
And what'd you get?
17.
Okay. as you attempt to possess this creature's possession target. Bart goes, "Oh yeah, Kat, you can go ahead. It's fine." Then it goes, "No, this is mine."
I don't know if it still counts. I know because we got it a while ago, but I had a religious favor from doing stuff at the temple.
Yes. You would have to ask a priest to cash that in. It's not a you connect with your god. The only people who can actively connect are clerics.
Hey, do you know the name of this devil?
None of you are aware thus far. If you would like to
No.
reply to her. Okay.
Can you
No, it
try to
doesn't-
find out?
Yes, it is Asimov. A Russian demon for a Russian man.
It's
No,
Was
but
it?
that was a joke.
it's Nico Frame actually.
Yeah, cousin, let's go bowling.
We did. Wait, no, we did. We did.
So Bart will say to you, "Hey, Catherine, while bitch boy right here is busy in my mind, do you mind going after the person who's doing these rituals so we can stop him from murdering people?" Monkey already said he'll stay here and watch over me. He's pretty good at killing things, you know?
Yes, he is, but the thing is that the body is toast, and
My body, I feel fine,
no,
other than the table.
the
And
sacrifice.
do you have any clues at all?
They're on fire.
There's been no clues whatsoever any of you have been able to discern.
It's westward. It's westward.
That they're going to the west.
Perfect. Find them.
Sandy just like leaves the conversation. Not actually, but he's just like, no, what? Fine. They're gonna be a little weirdos about it. I'm just gonna go west.
Yeah, I'll tap Katarine on the shoulder. It's like, I think Monkey's got it from here. We should try to find out where this guy is.
I'll be back for you, she says to Bart. And for you as well.
Your entire sinful existence will be extinct. Hey, shut the fuck up. She's nowhere near as big of a sinner as I am.
And there's just like just this like menacing just hatred towards the thing before she disconnects.
Yep.
Right, to the west.
Come on, Jizzy,
I'm
we're gonna go
still
burn
here.
things.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You immediately see like a small flame in her hands, ready.
Hey, people. The halfling woman comes over to you, still holding her bag. Are you going after whatever did this?
That
Yes.
would be the prerogative.
Perfect. Let me see your shoes.
She
I
is?
don't think this is the time for your fetishes.
No, it's not a fetish. I'm gonna make you go fast.
Oh, cool.
Cat puts her shoes out like
All right,
Works
good.
for me.
And she takes this large jug of like greenish looking liquid, pulls out a globule of it, and just slaps it and rubs it across the bottom of your shoes. Okay, you, looks at your feet, Samdi.
I'm flying.
Do you want to fly faster?
Can you make this thing go faster?
I can make you go faster.
Then you don't need to.
All right, fine. All of you. Here you go. And as she slicks your feet, you all feel like you're a little faster right now. All of your
Whoa.
base movement speeds have increased by 10. And you can use a bonus action to dash
Nice.
for the next minute.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna speed ahead and just dip out.
Mhm.
60,
And
60 movement speed.
Glenn is nowhere to be seen.
I-
Does-
and you can hear Jesse calling it. Hey, do you want to go even faster?
Oh no, you're gonna Ruka this shit and just break the sound barrier. Hey guys, I just went back in time by running so fast.
I found out what happened to myself.
Turns out I'm just a really drunk frat boy.
So yes, all of you have that bonus now where you get to run exceptionally fast right now. Dashing
Yes.
and running to the west.
Yeah. Just as fast as she can go.
As you are traveling out there, I would like one of you to roll a perception check. Keep in mind that would take the action to slow you down compared to everybody else to try to look for any individuals out here.
Got it.
Coughlin.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit ahead of everybody right now. I could waste an action not to dash.
Alrighty.
I'll use another knowledge from the past to add a d6.
Okay, tell us what you get.
Like a d6, baby. 21.
21, not bad. As you are traveling out here, you do notice that there is a small little campsite that you are coming across. And when you descend down to it very quickly, everybody else has just a moment to catch up to you as you move inside and look into the tent where there appears to be all of these strange iconographies to Asmodeus in here. Just dangling.
Ah. It's Ozzy boy.
Ozzy, what now?
Samdi, would you like to elaborate as the person who has the most knowledge about Asmodeus in the party?
To cut a long story short, essentially King of Hell.
Yeah. So like bad news.
A lot of bad news. Like 7 layers of bad news.
You don't have any tracks of the individual. Unfortunately, the rain seems to be covering things up, but at least you have potentials for clues in this environment for all of you to go through.
And I have things that belong to him.
Yes, you do.
Oh, good.
So what would
Cannot
you all like to
scry on him.
do?
But if I have a thing that is that belongs to him, I'm recasting body possession.
How long does
Ooh.
that take again?
10 minutes.
Okay. And body possession's range is infinite. We should put in as a stipulation, has to be on the same plane of existence as you. Could you add that little bit in there?
Yep.
I think that's a fair limitation.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially for the way that I use it, yeah.
Yeah. So, as you begin taking the 10 minutes to do that, is anybody else doing anything else during this time?
I'm just going to fly up and start keeping a lookout.
All right, roll a perception check. Jazzy.
Jesse will just have a look around the area there.
Take a look around.
See if she finds anything.
Every now and then.
All right, roll me an investigation then, Jesse.
All
Y'all
right.
are leaving the best persons to do this, Glenn and Jesse.
Oh, I know it. I mean, but still, it's.
Glenn, whenever you get back.
Cat's pissed.
Yeah.
She's mad. Mad Catherine.
You grab the blanket of the individual and just...
Just really angry at this blanket.
Glenn, would you like to investigate around for any clues as well? Well, you have 10 minutes.
All right, why not?
All right, go for it. What'd you
Oof.
get?
I got a 5.
Jesus. Yeah, neither of you are capable of picking up on any clues in here as to where they might have gone. However, Kat,
Mhm.
as you are attempting to breach into this individual's mind, this is a charisma save, correct?
It is, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, they have a +6 to this.
Okay. Ah!
That does not help them.
Nope, because it's now 18 with the ASI. So
Yeah, buddy.
yeah.
So, you cast. And how long does it give you inside of them?
An hour.
1 hour. Okay. You cast the spell as they are in mid-conversation with an individual. Yeah, it's terrible looking at all those fires and everything out there. I mean, thank you for letting me stay in your home tonight. It's wonderful. Oh, please, that ain't nothing. We take care of people around here. We understand. Like, you're probably a little scared. And are you all right? Your face looks a little weird. At this point, Katarine, you move inside of the individual's body, possessing them, and you look around at this very quaint, small farmhouse. This old-looking human man in front of you, who's still wearing his one-piece pajamas that he has. There's currently a cup of hot cider in front of him that your hand is just like twirling your finger inside of. I need you to roll me an insight check as you are possessing this individual.
Oh God. Please be good.
Come
Please
on.
be good. No.
2.
So.
Their body feels weird. Like, you're not sure what this feeling is, but it feels weird.
I'm sorry, I remembered something. Which way is back to town? I just ran out so fast.
Young man, are you all right? You sound a little funny. You okay?
Sorry. Yes, I'm fine. It's been the smoke and everything. It just has been such a difficult evening.
Right, I understand. Here, just drink up your cider and don't worry about going back to town. We got plenty of good people that are going to be able to handle that out there. I hope those adventurers who were passing through, they get caught soon. We're already sending a letter out to Valen to go capture them if we can. That is doing something like this to a town just because they won't accept your gold. That's ridiculous.
I don't... There's just something about that seems so... I don't know. I feel like I should confront them.
Oh, please, don't put yourself out in any danger, young man. I mean, you gotta take care of yourself, you know?
Right, but you've been so kind. I should go see if I can help, and gonna get him to get up and walk out the door.
As you stand up, you lean against the table a little bit, and you break that end of the table just by leaning into it. Oh,
I'm so
what
so
the heck?
sorry.
What just happened? Are you all right?
I'm
my
all right.
my grandpappy made that 20 years ago. It should be. He looks at the very clean break from where your hands grabbed and snapped it off.
Don't like this.
Holy shoot!
It's the adrenaline.
Roll me a deception check, please.
Fine. I don't have my helmet. I don't have my feather on either.
You don't have a feather. What'd we get?
Another natural one.
Not one.
The old man seems to become very intimidated by you, and young man, I think it's best if you just you leave. And he's backing up where he seems to be reaching for a pickaxe on his wall.
I'm gonna get up and go out like I'm scared.
Right. So as you go over to the door and go for the handle and twist it, it was locked before your hand just breaks the lock.
Yeah. Just going right out, and then I'm gonna see if I can find which way is town based on the smoke and all that.
This individual is a human. They do not have dark vision. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
But I it should be easier to see the fire.
Well, right now the fire is beginning to quell. It's mostly the smoke. Distinguishing the smoke from the night sky and the clouds and the rain, like, it's definitely a
5.
disadvantage. 5?
This is a
You
shit show.
smell
What is with
smoke?
today?
I don't know. It's a good thing we're not fighting yet, huh?
Right?
You begin smelling
Yeah.
a little bit of smoke coming in, and as you smell it, you start looking around, and fuck, you just kind of have to pick a direction and hope you find something that you recognize. You have not been where this person is right now. You have no idea where you are and why they are so freakishly strong.
Like, what the fuck? Okay. So if I'm like coming out to the road, is it like right or left, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, I'm rolling a D4. Evens are right, odd is left.
Is Monkey with Bart?
Monkey is staying with Bart to make sure he's safe.
Okay.
So we're going left.
Okay. You're going left. All right, I actually have to think about what that direction would be then. Okay. You start wandering.
And I'm just yelling like, Glenn, Somdi, just.
All right, and Samdi's the one keeping watch?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Samdi, 15 perception check.
And I'm just having him like yell as loud as I can.
Oh, I was narrating that you rolled a 15 on your perception check.
Oh.
Not asking you to roll another 15 on your perception check.
Thank God.
Yes.
Well, I got a low rollout.
Yeah,
As
get
you
out
are
of the way.
keeping watch up in the air, some time goes by. About an hour for you since you are keeping watch, Samdi. You hear a voice echo out. Coming from the general direction of west of where you currently are, but not like due west. It could be echoing from like a little bit off in one direction, the either. You just have the cone of west in that direction.
I will head westish. And I'll just say, hello.
So, as you are heading in that direction, Katarine,
Mhm.
your spell is coming to an end where you hear this individual starting to finally break free from it, starting to have their consciousness move back in, and you just begin hearing their surface thoughts. Ah, this silly old man. It would be amazing if I got 2 of these done in one night. 2 murders in one night. That'd be my new record for this type of place. I can't wait. I'm going to make all of them so proud. And your spell is beginning to fade at this point.
And then there'll just be a little like, if you ever see them again, before she gets kicked out.
Alrighty. So, you break back into your own consciousness where Glenn and Jezzy, you've been like picking up all of the belongings of this individual, shaking them out. Like there's nothing in here. And then
Nice.
suddenly Katarine's eyes just open back up.
Hey, I think she's back, wake up again.
Oh, thank
was-
goodness.
That was unusual. Well, at least saved someone else's life this evening. I took him away from from someone's home. They did try to say that we were the ones who started all of this.
Huh. Well, thank Monkey, you're back. Could you make sense of any of this that's around the tent?
You look down on the ground, there's literally stuff labeled evidence.
Yeah, I will
not
take a look.
that boring. It's labeled my personal diary and all of my secrets.
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
Take a look around.
I mean, we already looked. There's nothing here.
Roll me an
Just, like-
investigation, please.
No, I have one income.
26.
Your minimum beats what they rolled. Like, that's-
My plus is
Oh, geez. 26? That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
26. Yeah.
So, as you are looking around, you end up going underneath the bed,
Mhm.
the little tiny cot that they have out here. And you feel something that is roped off and tied to the underside of it, and you start pushing and pulling it out, where you see that there's this book that has a fiendish writing on the spine. Do you speak shit? Which one's devil's speech again?
Infernal.
Infernal, thank you.
I do not, but I have comprehend language.
Alrighty. So you'll take the time to cast comprehend languages?
In a moment, I want to check with Samdi to see if he heard anything.
Alright. You pop your head out. Samdi's currently flying towards the west a little bit.
Samdi! Did you hear anything that sounded like your name or Glenn's?
Still still connected. Sorry, I just had the mental thought of just like suddenly popping into Bardakov's screaming match.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say yeah, in this direction somewhere.
Which way? Because it was the murderer.
Oh, westish.
Westish. We may not have much time. I possessed his body and brought him back this way.
I'm going to float down to the ground before the spell ends. And I'm going to say, hello? Is anyone out here?
Hi! You don't get a response.
It's pouring rain. Do you need some help? I'm going to attempt to sound as the least intimidating I can.
Roll me a deception check then.
I'm going to use my game advantage.
Hey!
28.
28. Hello? That wasn't
That was
ominous at
Carl.
all.
That was Carl laughing, not zombie. No, I'm going to say, hello?
Hello?
And I'm going to start like Marco Poloing back with him, and I'm going to send a psychic message to Kat. Found him.
Thank you, Samdi. And she's gonna like go back into the tent and whisper very quietly to Glenn and Jesse. We're bringing him this way. Be prepared for a fight.
Okay. Is it long? Is it far away?
Not very.
Okay.
All right. And by the way, how did we miss that book, Jesse?
I thought you checked under the bed.
I did. I took like a brief glance. Well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why I didn't check.
Both of you. Shh.
And I'm going to, like, eventually try and find him.
All right. You
I'm
start.
going to hold out a torch, or I'm going to light a torch and try and, like, cover it.
Yeah.
So it's not getting pelted by rain. Just like, hello?
So, you being in the front lines, Samdi, you keep moving forward. You have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
And as you are flying, you see somebody familiar to you down in the fields. Your good little boat buddy that you recognize. But he's wearing commoner's clothes now. Not really looking to stand out in this environment, if you know what I mean. And he seems to be looking around, unable to see anything too terribly close.
I'm going to quickly snuff the torch. As he kind of like cups the bridge of his nose, just goddamn.
Hello. What are you doing, Samdi?
I am torn.
Your first friend, who gets you
He gets me.
compared to the people that, well, at least one of them has actually saved your life before.
They probably wouldn't forgive me if I did this. I'm going to send a telepathic message back. Change of goddamn plans. He's not going to fall for it. Get the fuck over here now.
Who are you sending that to? Them? Not him?
Them, not him.
Aww.
Begrudgingly.
Cat grabs the both of them. Go. They're waiting for us. Let's go.
Okay.
We gonna try to stealth up on this guy, or are we just rushing it? Like, cause I could just charge in and try to deck him if that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Message to Samdi. Hurried or quiet?
Well, he knows me. So you kind of gotta hurry before he spots me.
Hurried. Glenn. Go.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a twin spell and twin haste,
Oh.
and I'll do it on. Let's see. Yeah, myself and Glenn.
All right.
Sorry.
Go for it. No, go.
There is a burning hot energy that pulses through your body and makes it so if you don't expel this, you feel like you might burst into flames at any moment. So you just go and you book it.
Caffeinated Glenn.
Oh gosh.
You know, I was gonna make the whole dust cloud in the shape of Glenn joke, but I think at this point he's literally vaporizing atoms as he goes through.
Monks.
With a plus 10 already. Yeah.
So you start traveling as quickly as you can, running out there, and Samdi, you see him maybe 30 feet away from you, unable to see you with his mundanely human eyes. Hello! And you're just standing there. I need a stealth check from you, Samdi.
Oh no.
Hey.
Hey, that's really good for you.
Okay, 17. It's not until he gets within 10 feet of you, Samdi.
As he gets closer to me, I'm just gonna take a small step back. I don't want to be seen by him.
Already.
Do I hear Glenn?
Not yet. You do hear a whistling sound, though.
Can I just subtly cast a spell as we start combat?
Sure. What are you subtly casting?
I'm subtly casting a hold person.
Ready. So, the individual standing there, readying themselves and looking for you. You see him now with little bits of burn marks on his clothing that definitely accent him as, at least at the crime scene. And you cast your spell out on the individual. As you are casting that, you hear that whistling sound become louder and louder. As your spell goes off, the same time Glenn runs through with a falcon punch on the individual's jaw.
Falco punch.
And I have to debate
DC
this.
20.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
I don't think like my DC.
Also reminds me I should update my name.
You should probably update your display name, yeah. All right, let me get the field combat map.
I have betrayed my friend.
All right, guys. Jesse, you were hasting yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put Jesse actually on the map because you're fast enough to at least get to this area. You're nowhere near as fast as a monk on haste. But
Yeah, fair enough.
Monk on haste and Farstrider
Yeah.
Yep.
with 3 dashes.
Yeah. Just love the Falco Punch.
Katarine, you are a good ways away at this point in time.
That's all right.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4 of you. Alrighty. Let me get my token for this guy. Come on. Where you at? Alrighty, guys. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'd like you all to please roll me initiative. All of you are able to see, correct?
I am not. I see a black screen.
Why does your token always fucking reset?
I usually keep like
No, you should. No, you have dark vision. You're up here.
Oh, there you go. Now I can see.
Well, that makes sense.
thought I clicked them.
Oh.
13 ain't too bad.
I didn't.
Jack.
That's about right.
So, and then a D8 from Jack's gift.
Yes.
Okay.
17. Why am I... No fucking wonder I was using the wrong thing.
That helps.
Look at that, a nat 20.
Nice.
So, everybody, we have the surprise round going off. Jack, you run past Samdi, and for the briefest of moments, you see him just shaking his head, looking a little sad, actually. But you see the individual in front of you. You see the burn marks on him. He almost looks familiar before you get your first strike off, that is.
All right. Why do you? Bam.
I just have one of those faces.
Yeah.
Oh, did Samdi's whole person go off on him?
Not yet. This is the surprise round. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
your attack.
All right.
You still have advantage from surprising him, I think.
No, surprise does not give you advantage. Him being effectively blind does, though. Humans at nighttime in a rainstorm.
Yep.
So that was my 2 attacks and my haste attack.
All right, the 11 misses, the 22 hits, or sorry, the 27 hits, and the 25 hits.
All right. That's that one.
12,
That's that one.
7.
And I will flurry of blows this guy. Why not?
Flurry of blow him. Go for it. I still want to make t-shirts that say that.
Ooh.
Crit.
Bam, bam, bam.
So that's 15 on that one, and 8 on the next one.
I almost lost my arm again, you fucker.
All done?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Did you
There's-
remember your haste action as well?
I did.
Yeah, that was
that was
the
part of
extra.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Psalm D. Hold person.
Hold person.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
14.
No.
They're paralyzed.
Whoa.
Oh, they're
And I
fucked.
did it subtly so he didn't hear me.
Yeah. The only thing that anybody could hear was Glenn when you just very quietly sigh under your voice. Jezzy, you are where you are on the map right now, running over
All
there.
right. Yep. Let's see. How far away is this? Okay. I'll run up here and let's see. Yeah, I might as well just move double haste. Well, double speed. I mean.
You have +10, right?
That only
yeah.
lasted for 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's
All right. So I can see him fine there.
double speed.
And then I'll. Is that the guy? And I'll cast Immolation.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Roll that. Wait, this is fire, right?
Yeah.
They're resistant, but you're you.
Mm-hmm.
And they make a dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh
What
yeah.
does
and they're
paralysis say
paralyzed.
about it?
Automatically fails dexterity saving throws. You can't dodge when you're...
Yep. So.
Oh,
Oh, that's really low.
so many
Oh,
dice
yeah.
though.
Wait,
It's,
don't...
yeah.
You have
I get
elemental affinity, though, right?
Yeah, and I also have. I took Flames of Phlegethos, so I get to re-roll the 2 ones first.
Nice.
Wait, do you only get to reroll ones or any number of dice that you choose?
I get to re-roll once.
Empowered.
It's I'll,
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So.
There's so many different reroll effects. I'm just...
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
That was
That's,
almost maximum more damage.
It's 23 plus 11 then. So
Yep.
that would... Oh, and the 4 from the fire affinity.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so 23 plus 11 is 35.
And then the 4 from the fire affinity.
39.
Woo! Alrighty. You throw your immolation onto the individual's flames, start licking and ripping apart his body.
And it starts. And you also see as soon as it does, there's a burst of fire around Jezzy as well, and she starts to. It looks like she starts burning too, but it doesn't seem to harm her. So I have like.
Whoa.
You're providing illumination. And also, since
Yeah.
he's on fire, he can now see.
Well, she didn't think about that.
Like, listen, there was an order of importance here.
Fire. Alrighty,
Yep.
next
Oh
up,
no.
Katarine, Dash, or do you have any other way to get there more quickly? You see a burst of fire over there.
Oh, I forgot my haste action.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just cast a firebolt on the guy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Nice.
With advantage, because he is paralyzed.
Yeah.
20 hits.
20.
Oh
and
my
that's,
gosh.
Yeah, so 21 damage.
He is
I feel bad for
officially
this guy.
hurt.
I feel bad for this guy.
How do you think
Why?
I feel?
He's a murderer. Like,
How do you think I feel?
you know what I would feel bad for? If it wasn't actually him. But that would be a dickhead DM move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm here. He's on fire though, right? So I can see him.
Oh, yeah. He's just blazing with illumination all... Actually, I'll add that to him. Illumination.
Okay.
That's why I said, oh no.
Emits bright light 30 feet. Low light for additional 20 feet.
Nice.
Now I'm
Thankfully,
on
I am
fucking
right.
Fire.
No.
Thankfully, I am just behind Jack, and he can't look over. He's paralyzed, and Jack is blocking line of sight.
Yeah. The shadow of my silhouette is just blocking you.
All right. I'm going because she's real fucking pissed at this guy. 6th level innervation,
Jeez.
and it's a dex save.
Oh, he failed that.
Fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 21. Oosh.
Yeah.
Plus 5 for the higher level casting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
he takes it.
26, And she holds concentration on it, and it just stays.
So there are now blackened, desecrated flames licking all over
Yeah.
him. Jezzy, you haven't seen black flames in a long time.
and it's coming off of like the black is coming off a cat too, so it's just like she is pissed off at this guy.
All done?
I had my movement. I don't have the dash anymore, do I?
No, that ended.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's it. And she's just holding on to that and just like walking up to the guy.
Jack, this is that quiet mute guy who was working on the ship, who didn't say
Right.
anything, but he hung out with Samdi a lot.
Right. Yeah, I do know you. And then this is like after seeing flame erupt on him, and then another black flame erupt on
Yeah.
him. And I guess I don't know if Samdi, you might be close enough to hear it, but you're just gonna hear a little. And it's gonna be a world of hurt for you, man. Bunch of armor, bunch of strikes. I will use my first 2 attacks to do the 2-handed scythe that I have now. That's a +1. And because he's still paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
These are at advantage, and since I'm within 5 feet, they're auto crit if they hit.
Yeah.
26 to hit,
It's
18 to hit.
just barely hits.
All right. So that's 13, and then how would I?
Just roll a d8.
Okay.
Bye.
So that's another 17 there.
Alrighty. Roll another d8.
That's another, let's say 8 there. Hasted attack, so another one.
Do it.
So 27.
Hits.
That's another 6 plus a d8. Oof.
Good. All right,
And then-
that was your hasted action.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Flurry of blows with 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking monks on haste.
Oh,
14 misses. 19 hits.
all right. So this one's gonna be auto crit as well with the d8. Oh, 8 damage.
That minimum? No. Okay. You end up pummeling into the individual, and as one of your strikes is aiming up into the ribs, you see the blackened innervation move over. You just go, nope, out of instinct instead of, nope, not touching
Not
that.
touching that. Nope. You're lucky, man.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
All right, his turn. He gets a wisdom save. +6.
Ah!
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. He's still out of it. But now he's not all out of it, you know?
And hang on. I just want to see how far I am. Fuck. Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
I can't silvery barbs. Double silvery barbs.
God, I am dreading running a full bard campaign because of that fucking spell. Oh my god.
I'm giving myself advantage. What's next?
All right.
So does he have to use his whole action to take the will save? Or-
Yeah, that's the end of his turn. He makes the save.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then he has to do another save against the immolation.
Yep. Dexterity. Is it at the end of his turn that he does it on immolation
Yeah,
or
at
the
the
beginning?
end of his turn.
Okay,
end.
so he does actually get a saving throw this time. +7.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
Half
Nice.
damage.
Yep. So
Roll it.
Let's see.
Roll it.
He stole all
yeah,
our good
no,
throws.
it doesn't take any fire
Oh,
damage. then,
nice.
and
What
the
about
spell ends
innervation?
on him.
It's on a failed save, he takes 48, and you can use your action on each of your turns to automatically deal 48 necrotic.
Okay. Samdi.
you're gonna kill your friend?
What would you like to do, Samdi?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I am going to cast Psychic Lance.
Are you subtle casting it, or are you gonna just normal cast it?
Just quietly, so that only really Jack or not Jack. Well, Jack, but
Yeah, you can call it Jack.
It's either subtle or you say it loud enough that it's in the area.
yeah.
There's no subtlety with Psychic Lance. Unless you choose to, as a sorcerer.
You know, fuck it. I'll just subtle cast it again.
Okay.
Removing its only component, verbal.
Yep.
All right. As
Int.
it is an int.
Well, that's a -1. He's a great deal many things. He is not smart.
How many? Okay. Let's look back at
That's
this.
3 19s in a row.
19.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. But that's still a failure.
And in Rick's mind, he just hears, "I am so sorry."
How much damage?
20.
Oh, he takes the large burst of it in his mind. He's just barely still holding on, and you hear him shout out, "You understood me."
I did.
Jezzy.
No, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
As I quicken spell a mind sliver.
He needs to roll a natural 20.
Why is it at a 19?
He does it. He looks past Jack at the silhouette of you and just gives a smile. Continue my destiny.
Samdi just shits a single tear. I will,
Jack,
Rick.
you see the blood pouring down his eyes, mouth, and nose as he collapses to the ground with these blackened and red leathery flames licking across him, slowly turning him into a husk and then into dust. Guys, that's where we're going to call the session this week. GG's.
Good game.
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Good session, y'all.